What's up, you guys? My name is Caesar the Pleaser. Hey, what's up, you guys? We're back, and this is literally just straight from me when I stopped recording, like, last episode. I wanted to go ahead and get some other stuff done. Like, I wanted to read my Game of Thrones book, but then I said, you know what? No, I want to finish this off because I'm kind of hooked into it. And I think I can actually read right now, so I'm gonna try. We're in Act 4. Just got into it. From what I've been told, Act 4 is the last act of a thingamabob. I don't know what you could of a plot. I don't know. It's the last act for Hanako, so let's see if we can finish this up today. And now let's fucking do it. By the way, how fucking weird or coincidental it is that it's on February 13th, my recording right now, and this is the day before Valentine's Day that we're doing this. I don't know if that's just sad or if that's fucking cool, but I'm gonna say it's cool. I woke up, took my pills, had a nice shower, quickly sipped into my uniform, ate a tasty breakfast, grabbed my bag, and headed off. You kidding me, bro? Alright, so my phone went off. Fuck you, phone. I hate my house phone so much. I didn't know where I was. Ate a tasty breakfast, grabbed my bag, and headed off. All as per my usual daily routine. It was only after arriving in class that the normality of the day was thrown off. After taking my seat, I watched my classmates trickle into the room over the next hours, until every empty seat was eventually taken, other than Hanako's. Huh. I wonder why. I can never get the idea that she just didn't show up to class every now and then. It feels all the more worrying now as well, given that Lily's left. As Mona continues to drone on, I find my gaze on flickering every so often over to her seat, as if she might appear there at any moment. Nobody else seems to care at all about her absence, but have little reason to. Hanako being absent from class, after all, is perfectly normal, or at least it was. Her attendance hasn't been all that bad from what I've seen in my time here, but it was apparently much more spotty beforehand. This is also an ominous time for her to be gone. It's the day before her birthday. Oy. And my suspicions are starting to rise after the breakdown she had in class when it was mentioned. An increasingly amount of my thoughts is taken up by now is how I can help her, but in the end I feel like I can't do anything. And I feel like he's been sitting in that chair for too long. Oh, okay, no. I was going to say, what if they pull that kind of thing? But alright. The bell heralding the beginning of the lunchtime rings out. Shaking me out of my thoughts, a collective sigh of relief can be heard from the class. The model looks quite put off. He dislikes being interrupted in the middle of one of his exciting lectures, after all. Just when I'm wondering what I should do on lunch break, given that Hanako and Lily aren't here, the solution presents itself. Afternoon-chan! Hello. Afternoon, Miss Shizune. You both look as bright as ever. So Chan wants to know if you'd like to have lunch with us today. Sure, it would be good to have some company. It's like, I've just noticed that he's finally said yes to them. What the fuck? The cafeteria hums with activity, much like my old schools did. Yamako's different though, in how strangely civilized the lunchtime rush is. What one should expect to be an unruly mob chomping at the bit to get to the serving area is rather a neat and organized line. There's a small amount of jostling, and people's heads are often craning around to check on what's happening up ahead, but it's pretty subdued. This is due to, no doubt, to the very serious rules regarding such matters in this school. The same strict discipline is observed when students move in the hallways or to come from their dormitories at the school gate. While the reasons for it may be slightly off-putting, I've come to quite like this sense of order that's enforced in the school. I didn't really like being told by Shizune and Misha to get their lunches, though I feel a little used as I take a seat at the table where they're sitting, plugging their food down in front of them. A sweet bread and strawberry milk for Misha, a bowl of ramen and juice for Shizune. I heave a sigh of relief as I put it all down. After the significant difficulty I had carrying it all in addition to my own lunch. Thank you! Misha claps her hands before popping open the wrapper and digging into her bread ravenously. Shizune simply gives an appreciative nod before giving her streaming ramen a stir and blowing it a little to cool it down. I have my own lunch, another packet of sweet bread, and I take a bite before washing it down with some juice. Juice! The bread is very sweet. So much that I end up forcing myself to stomach it down just to get the experience over with. Midway through, I decided to take a break from the difficult task and ask what's on my mind. So I'm guessing you two had a reason to drag me down here? You two seem to have always an ulterior motive after all. What are you saying, Fuchan? We've not had any That's fucking funny, dude. That's funny. Her mouth is full of sweet bread and other things, if you know what I'm saying. As she speaks, it's pretty unpleasant sight. Shizune looks a little grossed out before getting back into eating her ramen. Well, what if they just wanted to have lunch with you, dude? Come on. I went into Mr. Swall's, what she says in her mouth before speaking again. I asked, what's up? You're not buttering me up to make me work with you after school? Nope. Not trying to share information from me that I might not want to give? Nuh-uh. Fine. You win. I guess you just want to eat lunch with someone as intelligent and handsome as me then. That's it, Chan. You got it. Shizune looks unimpressed as Misha finishes signing our conversation. And it sucks that in the last of the long note as she signs her own thoughts. So Chan says you shouldn't be so suspicious of us. She's just doing her duty as a class representative at all. How is she, how are you doing that? See, exactly, it's just as we said before. How the fuck do you talk to Shizune or do you talk to Misha? As much as I hate to admit it, unless I still have trouble communicating with Shizune. Seriously, bro, come on. It should be a simple matter of keeping eye contact with her and addressing Shizune instead of Misha in my speech. But when somebody else is doing the talking for her, it's a surprisingly difficult task. It's the class representative's job to ensure everybody's doing alright in class, isn't it? Not really. Wait, how is making me get your food ensuring that I'll go well in class? Shizune hubs and adjusts her glasses disapprovingly. So this is the thanks you get for giving you companionship during lunchtime? That's a total dodge of the question. Wait, hang on. How did you know that I... Look at the way Hanako's absent. It says those two are the only people you hang out around with. You also made it kind of obvious to see. That's fucking sad, dude. But they have a point. He only hangs out with them. Maybe Kenji off fucking camera, but... No, not off camera. Off plot-wise, but I mean, hey. I hate to say it, but that is pretty fucking sad, and it is true. Ouch. I may have... Well, I've done so, but she didn't need to rub it in. Maybe this is a playback from before. Right, well, thanks. I appreciate it. And that isn't sarcasm. The two nod, and we get back into finishing our meals. It feels a little embarrassing to be accompanied just because they noticed I was lonely, but it isn't as if they're strangers either. It isn't long before I finish my last of my bread and start the last of my juice. And as I do so, I find my mind wandering back to what I've been thinking about before the two interrupted my train of thought. Feels like I'm the only one in class that so much acknowledges Hanako not being there. It felt like this before other times that she skipped class, but now it's even more acutely annoying. Is that nobody cares if she's happy or not? Have they just written off any possibility of helping to make her feel better? Even if Moto doesn't try to keep her in class, and I'm still not wholly convinced by his reasoning. Hey Chan, is your juice past its expiry date? Huh, what? You're pulling a weird face like this. Duh. As if ever needed, Misha mimics my own I fucking love Misha. Mimics my own expression. Her exaggeration makes me grimace, though Shizune at least takes some amusement from it. I was just thinking about Hanako. Oh, come on! I fucking hate this game. I quit!